I live in Sa Dec City, which is in the Mekong Delta in the south of Vietnam. I am 64 years old. I have a wife and one son. My wife lives with me, and my son lives in Ho Chi Minh City. I have lived in Sa Dec City since I was 6 years old, which is about 58 years. My name is Hung. I am 64 years old, and I live in Sa Dec with my wife. My father died 17 years ago, and my mother passed away last New Year. My mother was born into a big family with 3 daughters and 8 sons. My wife and I have lived in Sa Dec since we were young. We went to the same high school. After university, we came back to Dong Thap and worked in the same company. I was the sales manager, and my wife was an accountant. We worked there together for about 10 years. Then the company went bankrupt. After that, I worked in another company, and my wife became a housewife. My family is big. There are 11 members, but 2 of them have passed away. My name is Hung. I am 64 years old. I got married 31 years ago. Now I have one boy who is 29 years old, lives in a big Ho Chi Minh City, and has a girlfriend. He earns money by selling online. Lesson 1. What is one goal you want to achieve this year? I want to achieve better English speaking skills. How much effort do you put into learning English every day? I put in about 2 hours of effort every day. Who encourages you the most in your life? My wife encourages me the most in my life. What is one skill you want to improve this month? I want to improve my listening skill this month. Have you ever discovered something surprising? What was it? Yes, I discovered a new flower in my garden. What kind of knowledge is most useful in your work? Gardening knowledge is the most useful in my work. Do you prefer tea or coffee in the morning? I prefer tea in the morning. What do you require to feel happy? I require good health and family time to feel happy. How do you define success in life? I define success as having a happy family and good health. When do you feel most confident? I feel most confident when I speak with my friends. What is the biggest challenge you have faced recently? The biggest challenge I faced was learning new technology. What is your opinion about learning online? Share your opinion. My opinion is that learning online is very convenient. How do you usually decide what to eat for dinner? I usually decide based on what vegetables I have in my garden. What is the most important experience you have had? The most important experience I have had is raising my children. What is possible for you to do this weekend? It is possible for me to visit my friend this weekend. How do you usually find a solution to a problem? I usually find a solution by thinking carefully and asking advice. How do you prepare for your daily activities? I prepare for my daily activities by making a plan in the morning. Who is the most important person in your relationship with? The most important person in my relationship is my wife. Can you imagine a perfect day for yourself? Describe it. Yes, a perfect day for me is working in the garden and having dinner with my family. What is one thing you want to create in the future? I want to create a beautiful garden in the future. 21. Do you like going to the market or supermarket more? Why? I like going to the market in Vietnam because I can ride my motorcycle through it, so I can shop and stay on my bike at the same time. 22. Have you ever asked for a discount? Yes, I have asked for a discount because in Vietnam, shopkeepers often give discounts when you negotiate. 23. Do you think food in the supermarket is more expensive than at the market? I think food in the supermarket is more expensive than at the market because in the supermarket, food must meet strict standards and be properly sealed. 24. Where do you usually go shopping in Sadek? I usually go shopping in Sidot Market in Sadek because that market has many items that are very cheap. 25. Do you like bargaining at the market? Why or why not? I like bargaining at the market because in Vietnam, Vendors often give you a discount if you negotiate. 26. Where do you usually go shopping in Sadek? I usually go shopping at the local market in Sadek. 27. Do you like bargaining at the market? Why or why not? Yes, I like bargaining because it helps me get a better price. 28. What is something you bought recently at the market? I recently bought some fresh vegetables and fish. 29. Do you usually pay in cash or by card? I usually pay in cash. 30. Do you always take the receipt after shopping? No, I don't always take the receipt at the market. 31. Which products do you think are too expensive in your town? I think some imported fruits are too expensive. 32. Which products are cheap in Sadek? Vegetables and local fish are cheap in Sadek. 33. Do you think the quality of market food is good? Yes, the quality is good because the food is fresh. 34. How often do you buy frozen food? I rarely buy frozen food. 35. Do you prefer fresh vegetables or frozen vegetables? I prefer fresh vegetables because they taste better. 36. What do you usually carry your shopping in? A basket or a cart? At the market, I usually carry a basket. 37. Do you like waiting in a queue? Why or why not? No, I don't like waiting in a queue because it is boring. 38. How do you feel when a shop has good service? I feel happy and comfortable when the service is good. 39. Have you ever complained about bad service? Yes, I have complained when the service was slow. 40. Which stall do you usually go to in the market? I usually go to the vegetable stall and the fish stall. 41. Who is your favorite vendor at the market? My favorite vendor is the fish seller because she is friendly. 42. What is the most expensive thing you bought recently? The most expensive thing I bought recently was some imported grapes. 43. Do you prefer shopping at a supermarket or a street market? Why? I prefer the street market because it's cheaper and more convenient. 44. Do you always check the price before buying something? Yes, I always check the price before buying. 45. Do you enjoy shopping or do you find it tiring? I enjoy shopping because it is relaxing. 46. Do you prefer shopping with a basket or a trolley? Why? I prefer a trolley because I often buy many things. 47. Have you ever asked for a discount? Tell me about it. Yes, I asked for a discount when I bought a shirt at the market. 48. Do you usually keep the receipt after shopping? Yes, I keep the receipt in case I need to return the product. 49. What do you do if a product is too expensive? If it is too expensive, I don't buy it. 50. Do you like bargaining when you go to the market? Yes, I like bargaining because it's fun. 51. Which brand of clothes do you like? I like Nike because it is comfortable. 52. What do you think about the quality of products made in Vietnam? I think the quality is good and improving every year. 53. Have you ever had to exchange a product? Yes, I exchanged a pair of shoes because they were too small. 54. Do you think warranty is important when buying electronics? Yes, warranty is very important for expensive electronics. 55. Do you often wait in a long queue at the supermarket? Sometimes I wait in a long queue, especially on weekends. 56. Do you think shop assistants in your town are friendly? Yes, most shop assistants are polite and helpful. 57. Do you usually look for bargains? Yes, I always look for bargains to save money. 58. What is the most expensive thing you have ever bought? The most expensive thing I bought was a motorcycle. 59. Do you like shopping alone or with your wife? Why? I like shopping with my wife because she helps me choose. 60. Have you ever asked for a refund? Yes, I asked for a refund when I bought a broken rice cooker. 61. Do you prefer big supermarkets or small local shops? I prefer small local shops because they are convenient. 62. Do you usually check the brand before buying? Yes, I always check the brand before buying electronics. 63.
63. How do you feel when you find something cheap but good quality? I feel very happy when I find something cheap but good quality. 64. Do you enjoy shopping or do you think it's boring? I enjoy shopping because it is relaxing. 46. How do you plan to expand your garden this year? I plan to expand my garden by purchasing more land around it. 47. Can you express your opinion about traveling abroad? This year, I plan to travel to the U.S. and I'll visit Times Square, Wall Street, and the Statue of Liberty in New York. 48. What factors affect the growth of your plants? Insects affect the growth of my plants. 59. Which feature of your garden makes you proud? My garden has a lot of ornamental trees, which make me proud. 50. What is the main function of a greenhouse? The main function of a greenhouse is to keep pests away. 51. What impact does the soil type have on plants? The type of soil greatly affects plants because the soil needs to be loose and well aerated for the plants to thrive. 52. What food do you usually order at a restaurant? I usually order seafood and roast pork at the restaurant because I and my friend enjoy having it with the beer. 52. What is your favorite main course? My favorite main course is rice, fish soup, fried vegetables, braised fish. 54. Do you like grilled fish or fried fish? I like grilled fish because I don't want to eat fried fish as it has more oil. 55. What meat do you eat more? Chicken, beef, or pork? I usually eat chicken more because in my garden I raise a lot of chicken. 56. Do you enjoy eating seafood? Yes, I enjoy eating seafood, but I rarely do it because I don't have much money. 57. Do you like spicy food? I like spicy food because I avoid spicy. 58. Do you order drinks with your meal? I order drinks with your meal. It's orange juice. 59. Do you often eat fried food? I don't like eat fried food because it has too much oil. 60. How often do you go to a restaurant? I go to restaurants rarely because I don't have much money to eat there and the prices are usually quite expensive. 61. Would you like a window seat or an aisle seat? I like a window seat because I want to watch the scenery in the skies. 62. Have you packed anything dangerous in your luggage? I haven't packed anything dangerous in my luggage because I'm afraid the customs officier might find me. 63. Do you need help finding the baggage claim after arrival? I do need help finding the baggage claim after arrival because once the plane lands at the airport, I have to go to the baggage claim area to pick up my luggage. 64. Do you have a big family? I have a big family because my family has 3 generations living in my house. 65. What kind of projects are you working on now? I am working on a new product project now, which involves developing innovative features and collaborating with the design team. 66. Do you usually meet deadlines easily? I usually to meet deadlines well because if I encountered a difficult situation, I would decide to work hard or work overtime. 67. Do you prefer working alone or in a team? Why? I prefer working in a team because I think the work will be finished more quickly. 68. Have you ever received a promotion? Yes, I have received a promotion when I was the manager of sales department. 69. How do you feel about your salary? I think my salary is just enough to get by. 70. Do you usually meet deadlines easily? I usually to meet deadlines well because if I encountered a difficult situation, I would decide to work hard or work overtime. 70. Do you prefer working alone or in a team? I prefer working in a team because I think the work will be finished more quickly. 71. Have you ever received a promotion? Yes, I have received a promotion when I was the manager of sales department. 72. How do you feel about your salary? I think my salary is just enough to get by. 73. Do you often write reports at work? Sometimes I also write report at work and my boss have just asked me to write a monthly report. 74. Do you often write reports at work? Sometimes I also write report at work and my boss have just asked me to write a monthly report. 75. Does your manager often check your tasks? My manager often checks my tasks because I'm new and he wants to ensure everything is on. 76. Do you enjoy talking with customers? Yes, I enjoy talking with customers because I want to know what they want. Sometimes customers invite me to have a party, drink.
77. Do you work with suppliers directly? Yes, I work directly with the suppliers to ensure that we get the best quality and timely delivery. 78. Do you follow a strict schedule at work? Yes, I follow a strict schedule at work to ensure that my boss doesn't complain about my performance. 79. What responsibility do you find most difficult? I think dealing with customers is the most difficult for me. 80. Do you think teamwork is important in your job? Yes, I think teamwork is important in my job because when we work as a team, the work gets done much more quickly. 81. Where is your hometown? My hometown is located in the southern part of Vietnam. 82. What is your hometown famous for? People who love flowers and ornamental trees are drawn to the Sadek Flower Village. 83. Are there any traditional craft villages near your hometown? In my hometown, Sadek, there are traditional craft like weaving mats, pottery, planting flowers, flour milling. Sadek has several industrial zones with many industries, such as processing catfish fillets, producing feed for aquaculture, poultry, and pigs. 84. Can you describe a popular festival in your hometown? A popular festival in my hometown is the boat race. 85. What local food is special in your hometown? Sajang prawn crackers. Sajang shrimp chip is special food in my hometown. 86. Do many tourists visit your hometown? Yes, many tourists visit my hometown every year, especially during Teet. 87. Is your hometown peaceful or crowded? My hometown is peaceful because it has a large area and a small population. 88. Do you prefer living in your hometown or a big city? I prefer living in my hometown because I am older and I want to live in a peaceful place. 89. What is the most interesting thing about your hometown? The most interesting thing about my hometown is that it has a big river flowing through it, along with fields of flowers. 90. Are there any rivers or mountains near your hometown? There is a big river flowing through my hometown, and it is called the Tianjiang River. 91. Do you think your hometown will change in the future? I think my hometown will change in the future with development in infrastructure, economy, and an improved quality of life for the people. 92. What is your favorite Vietnamese dish? My favorite Vietnamese dish is bun xeo. To make bun xeo, people mix rice flour with turmeric and then add pork, shrimp, bean sprout, and shredded cassava. People have bun xeo with fish sauce, chili, and plenty of fresh vegetables. 93. How often do you eat street food? Yes, I often eat street food. I enjoy eating street food very much because it's affordable, and you can sit along the street to see many people and the vibrant atmosphere. 96. Do you like spicy food? I don't like spicy food because I can't handle spiciness. I usually eat less spicy food. 97. Which city has the best food in Vietnam? I think Hanoi City has the best food in Vietnam. It has cha ca lavang, ban kun ho thai, pho nam nu. 98. How much does a bowl of pho cost in Sadek? The Trang restaurant has been serving pho for a long time. The pho at the Trang restaurant is renowned for its exceptional quality, featuring fresh ingredients, a rich and flavorful broth, and perfectly cooked noodles. 99. Do you like cooking at home? Yes, I like cooking at home. I usually cook fish sour soup with water spinach, herb, and fish sauce because fish braised and fried water spinach with garlic. It's delicious and hygienic. 100. What is your wife's favorite dish? 101. Do you prefer grilled or steamed food? I prefer grilled food. I usually have grilled bird because I enjoy having it along with drinking beer. 102. Do you often eat noodles? I usually eat noodles at My Nok restaurant. They cook noodles with pork, shrimp, and bean sprout. It's delicious. 103. Where can tourists try bun xeo? Tourists can try bun xeo at the #1 restaurant, which is located on Hong Vyong Street at the end of the street. 104. Which food is famous in the Mekong Delta? Bun mom is the signature dish of the Mekong Delta, and the people living in the Mekong Delta, known as the Western people, love to enjoy bun mom with a variety of vegetables and many kinds of fish: crawfish, lingfish, takalak fish. 105. Do you like drinking Vietnamese coffee? At 2:30 p.m. every Sunday, 3 of my friends and I usually drink coffee together at Kuchidu Coffee Shop, which has a cozy and quiet atmosphere, making it perfect for chatting with friends. 106. Which herbs do you usually eat with noodle soup? I usually eat noodles with basil, soybean sprout, chili sauce, a slice of lime, and a bit of soy sauce. 107. Do you think Vietnamese food is healthy? I think Vietnamese food is healthy because it doesn't contain a lot of fat and it includes many kinds of fresh vegetables. 108. What dish do you often eat when you travel? When I travel abroad, I usually enjoy the local cuisine, especially the specialties. 109. Do you like to eat fish or meat more? I don't like eat fish because I'm afraid of fish bones getting stuck in my throat. 110. What food reminds you of your childhood? In the past, my family was very poor. My mother would share the sticky rice with everyone at breakfast. And that's why whenever I see sticky rice, I'm reminded of my childhood. 111. Do you eat fruit every day? I usually eat fruit every day, like bananas, jackfruit, papaya, dragon fruit, plum. 112. Which Vietnamese dish would you recommend to a foreigner? I will introduce pho to foreigners because I've heard that many foreign visitors also love this dish.